Hi everyone, I'm Sarah and today I am going to unbox and restore a Isabelle Palmer American Girl doll. I'm really excited. I'm going to rate her current condition. She's a TLC doll, so she's probably going to need some repairs. And then I'm going to restore her and then rate her after the restoration. I'm pretty new to doll restoration and this doll collection process, so this is my second doll that I've restored or going to restore. The first one was Lainey, and I think I did a good job with her, but I hope that I'm slowly getting better. So I'll rate Isabelle's condition after the restoration process. So let's first open her up and assess what condition she's in. All right, so I got Isabelle Palmer off of a Goodwill auction for $30. So it was a pretty great deal. I was kind of surprised by how cheap she was. But that might mean that she might need a lot of restoration. If I can open this box. Okay. Let's see what she looks like. I see her shoes popping out. They're so cute. Oh, she might be a little stuck. Okay, I got her out. Her hair's falling out. It's her wig. Not her wig, I guess her highlights. Wow. She actually looks like she's in great condition. Her legs actually are pretty intact. Let's kind of go over the different, let's just go over the assessment of her current condition. So when I first got her off the box, one of the first impressions I can see, she has a couple stains on her face. So I can kind of see some on her cheek, and then also, I guess the bottom of the cheek. Maybe on both sides actually, I see on both. She has some stains. But she actually has some nice coloring, so her face is still pretty red. And then let's check her other limbs. So her limbs look like, they feel like they're new too. I opened up Raquel recently and her limbs felt so nice and like brand new. So this, I would say that has a similar feel to Raquel's limbs. And then maybe I should take off her clothes and see how her legs are doing. So I think these are different shoes than her meat shoes. I think her meat shoes are the gold shoes. I think they're so cute. But these ones are cute too. I think this might actually came from a different outfit of Isabelle's. I'll have to look into that. Oh, she's wearing tights underneath this too. I didn't really know. I didn't really look much into Isabelle's meat outfit. So I don't know if it normally comes with these tights too, but that's fun. Okay, when I'm looking at her limbs, it does look like she has a little stain on her limbs, on her left limb, her left leg, but her right leg actually looks pretty good. Overall, I would say her limbs are in really good condition. So her face and her arms and her legs, I would probably give her face, arms, and legs a 8 out of 10. I think they look really good. There's maybe some minor scuffs, but overall really good. Hair, let's look at the hair. The hair feels like it is a little, I don't know. It has like something in it, it feels like. I think definitely could be fixed. I don't know if this is her original hair elastic, but there's a hair elastic still in her hair. So I think there's work to be done with her hair, but again, not too major work. I would say her hair is probably maybe a 7 out of 10. It's not bad at all. I was actually expecting for $30. Isabelle's looking great. Okay, and I also just want to look at her cloth body as well. Wow, she looks great. Maybe a little pieces of, I don't know, dust or something. But her cloth body is looking great too. And her neck looks still pretty tight. Her limbs aren't loose at all. This actually, I was expecting to do more doll restoration or more intensive doll restoration, but she looks like she's in really good condition. I'm honestly shocked. I don't know if I can increase the rating. I think overall, she's probably around an 8 out of 10 for like her current state. She's looking great. I think I should also check her eyes. Her eyes are great. They open and close. And they're also really pretty. I love the color of her eyes. This greenish bluish color, it's really pretty. Wow, I am kind of shocked by the current condition. I think this will be a really fun doll restoration. She looks like she's in great condition, so let's try and work on her hair and maybe get some of those stains out. All right, time to do some hair restoration. So Isabelle currently has 2 hair elastics in her hair, and I am just gonna cut the hair elastics out so I can just brush and clean through all the hair. So I am just going to, I really don't want to cut her hair, so I'm trying to be careful and only cut the elastic. I just cut the first elastic out of the hair. Oh, and it's like so tight. I don't like rubber bands in the hair because it can get all gnarly. And then I'll cut this other one on the other side. Again, I'm trying to be careful not to cut Isabelle's hair, just the elastic. But then I'm just gonna get this out of the hair. And then after that, I'm going to start spraying the water, spraying the hair with water and start combing out the hair. Okay, so I've gotten the hair elastics out of Isabelle's hair, and now I'm just gonna comb it out and get it all wet so it's easier to manage. So I'm gonna spray the hair with just a spray bottle, being mindful not to try and get the face. And then I'm just gonna comb through all this hair, and I'm gonna just take it section by section and then just comb it out at the very first, at the very bottom, and then work my way to the very top of the hair. And I'll do this for the entire head of hair. It's looking so good. It's so easy to comb through too. I'm feeling so lucky that I found this doll. I really feel like I won the lottery because I don't think I could have found such a well taken care of doll for $30. I'm just still shocked. But I feel really, really lucky. And I'm excited to add her to my collection. Okay, I'm in the middle of combing her hair, and I've noticed that there is actually a pretty big tangle kind of hidden in the back of her hair. And I'm thinking that might be because Isabelle has this detachable hair extension with, you know, the highlights. So I'm thinking that since it's been in there, it's maybe just been getting tangled. So I didn't notice this when I first was unboxing her, but it looks like there's some snarls. So I'm gonna be very careful, use a lot of water, get it wet, and then just be careful to try and get this mat out of the hair. So just, I guess being honestly, these doll restorations are really fun, but you also just have to be patient. So be patient and I'll just comb out this hair. All right, so I'm just combing through Isabelle's hair, but I have noticed in the weft of where you probably insert, you know, this extension, it looks like there's some hair breakage. So I think that having this extension in definitely probably caused some hair to get yanked out in the process. So there's nothing I can really do right now to grow back that hair because it's a doll. But I'm just gonna be mindful of that and try and just be as gentle with this area because I know it's probably matted from having this extension wig in. I just got through wetting all of Isabelle's hair and then also combing it out, and it looks really, really nice. I typically tend to wash dolls' hair if they're in TLC condition. However, Isabelle is in really good condition that I think I'm just gonna bypass that step because the hair is already looking great with just water and brushing it out with a comb. Again, as I pointed out, there's some maybe missing hair in the back. So I don't think I'm gonna actually reattach Isabelle's wig just because I have a fear that there might be more hair loss. So I'm just probably for now gonna just leave this out. I did brush this hair too and comb it out, but for now I think her hair is looking really, really great. So I'm gonna move on to her body. And again, typically if dolls are in TLC condition, I've been using a magic eraser to try and get stains out. However, with Isabelle, what I'm gonna do first is just use maybe a little bit of water and then this wet towel and just see if the stain will come off with water And then maybe if I need to go in deeper, I'll go with the magic eraser. But just because I feel like she's in really good condition, I want to go from the lightest method to more heavier methods. So let's try and get those stains out. So with just a damp towel, I'm just going in, and for her arms, just kind of rubbing it off. To be fair, there's not many stains at all with this Isabelle doll. So I'm, again, so lucky. So I'm just gonna go with her arms first, and then her legs also don't have many stains. So with a little bit of this water with the damp cloth, I'm able to get, there was a stain on this leg, and I was able to get that stain out. So that was very easy. It's so convenient. It's nice when things go right in a doll restoration video. So her legs are looking great. And now moving on to her face. So Isabelle has, it's kind of hard to see, but a stain on her cheek. It's just a very, very subtle stain. And so it's not coming out with this damp washcloth. So I think I might move to a magic eraser just because it's probably gonna need a more abrasive force to try and get it out. So, but yeah, she's looking really good. Time to clean Isabelle's face. I seriously broke off like a tiny little piece of a magic eraser because I don't want to do more, I don't want to do damage to this doll, and I don't want to take off her makeup or anything. But I'm just going to be very, very careful and just try and get that stain off of her cheek. One note, I'm just going to be very, very careful also not to try and get any liquid in the eyes. That's key with these American Girl dolls. Don't get liquid in the eyes. Just like magic, hence the name magic eraser, I got the stain out. Yay! It looks so good. Isabelle's looking fantastic. All I want to do now is just replicate her neat hairdo. So I'm not going to use plastic elastics because I don't want to put that in her hair. So just for the temporary, just to kind of, you know, just show her restored condition, I'm just going to use this little hair elastic. I don't think I'm going to have her in this hairstyle for long, but just for temporary use, I'm just going to use this hair elastic. So to do this hairstyle, I'm just going to section the front part of her hair, and I'm going to twist it. And then I'm also going to take this part, this just a section, and the other side of her hair, and then again twist it. And then what American Girl did was they put it, they attached the hair elastic on this side, and then they attached the hair elastic on this side. But what I'm going to do is just attach these two in the very back. And I'll do that with a hair elastic. And then the next steps are putting her in her meet day outfit. And then we'll do the final reveal. For the final reveal, here's Isabelle. She looks incredible. I would say currently, in her current state, she's 9.5 out of 10 on the restoration scale. I think she looks great. I got the stain out of her cheek and also out of the legs. Gave her a new hairstyle. She does have maybe some hair missing in the back, but besides the point, she's looking great. I am really happy to add to another doll to my collection. And if you enjoyed watching this video, I have another doll restoration coming up in the future, but until then I have my Lainey doll restoration video you could watch. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting me, and I'll see you soon. Bye!